Hey guys, just got back from rehearsal. I've had a full day. I woke up about 6, got ready for work, got to work, did a full 8 hours of a lot of moving heavy boxes in a warehouse where it's like Vancouver's known for its nice weather. We've had very nice weather today. It's so much hotter inside this warehouse than it is outside. It's like plus 35 inside the warehouse. It's ridiculous. I'm just moving boxes. I'm not even doing heavy ass lifting and I have sweat just pouring down my face. It's awful. But yeah, rehearsal today was great. I've spent the better part of my year outside of school, my first year here outside of school, doing comedies and children's shows and family shows. So all my characters have been really over the top, super goofy, super outlandish, and that's fine. I love doing that stuff. It naturally comes to me. But one of the things I'm loving about these shows I'm doing this summer is that I get a chance to be more grounded and to be more realistic and to find a different part of me that I don't get a chance to explore a lot because I get cast a lot as comedy or tough guys. So it's really nice that I get this chance to just be a person, like be myself, and then like unleash like a part of myself that's there. I get a chance to flex an acting muscle I don't get a normal chance to do, and it's always really exciting. But at first, I struggled so much, like so much. I was always second, third, and fourth guessing everything I was doing because I didn't want to come off so bumbly and like, I'm funny. Like I was trying to avoid that as much as possible. And today, I would say definitely today, it was the first time we ran this scene for this particular show. It was the first time running it, and I think it was honestly the first time that I walked in and I started doing it, and it felt natural and things felt right. Things didn't feel forced. I wasn't constantly second guessing myself, and things just really felt good. And then at the end, we ran it once, I think. We ran the full thing once or twice, and the director was like, yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it tonight. Like, we can layer more stuff on later, but you guys already found a good foundation. And I think a lot of that comes from, in these shows, getting to work with people who've been in the field for so long that they already sort of have a lot of these talents and natural abilities already inside them, but because they've been working on it longer than I have, so their experience really comes out. And so getting the chance to have a one-on-one scene with one of them and just being able to read his body language and look at how his mind works when he approaches a scene, and then finding that for myself and what I do to make myself come off like that. So today was a really, really good rehearsal for me today. I felt very, very present, very in it, and it felt really good. And it was nice to have one. Like the first time we tried this scene, I just feels like it's not done. It's not done. We got stuff to do for it, but it's good to know that we have that good head start on it. So it was really good walking home feeling like that, even though I'm out of my mind exhausted right now. And some other good news today. So I'm off work about 5, again out of my full day. So I went to work, had about an hour home to eat, and then I had to go to rehearsal. So not a lot of time. I still haven't showered yet, and so I can't. As soon as I'm done this, I'm jumping into the shower and just washing the whole day off of me. But got home, had about an hour to eat, but just as I was walking through the front door, I get a phone call from my agent, and I actually have a film audition tomorrow, and I think this is excellent timing for this channel that I have an audition tomorrow now for a decent sized film. So I'm very excited about that. But the downside about it, and this is one of those things I want to bring up with this channel, is that as an actor, you have your Joe job, right? And so I have an audition tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm supposed to be working down in Delta tomorrow at 8. And to get to my place in Delta, I have to leave the house minimal 6:30. It takes me half an hour to get there. And this is the reason why I think it's good for actors to have jobs like temporary or on-call type careers. Well, not careers, but Joe jobs. Because you have moments like this where there's something you really want to go for and it comes up just out of the blue, out of nowhere it shows up. And you need the ability to say, hey, I'm going for this. So unfortunately, my temp office closes at 4, so I hear this news sometime after 5. They've already been closed for an hour, and I'm not going to turn down this opportunity. I didn't move to Vancouver. I didn't move to Vancouver and go through school for 3 years to not be an actor. I had these jobs in Edmonton. I didn't change my life. I didn't pick up and change my life and leave one life behind for nothing. So I called every single number they gave me. I emailed my temp agency multiple times. I still feel like a dick because I'm not going to go in tomorrow. And if it's that far for me to get there and I live decently close to Delta, I just hope they can find somebody who can get there in time, because I honestly, it reflects bad on me. It reflects bad on my agency. But I can't, and they know this though. I've talked to them about this. It was the first thing we talked about when we went there and I got hired. I told them that acting is my passion. I came here to act. And every single time that there's been a thing where acting has come up, they've been very supportive about it. So I feel awful doing this to them. I really do. I honestly do. And I wish I didn't have to. But I feel it's the only way, because I can't go to Delta for a few hours just to come up and go to North Van and be ready for an audition. And it's a heavy audition. It's not walking up and saying, I love colors. Like, it's not something like that. It's something with an actual scene, with actual, they want to see the range of the characters. I need to be focused for it. But this is why I'm a temp, right? So I have the chance to go out for these roles. And I wish it didn't happen like this. I wish there was a way I could have contacted them outside of business hours. If there is a way, I don't know yet. Maybe this will open up another door so I can be like, okay, here's another number that I can call. I wish this didn't happen to them this way, but at the same time, I'm really glad it happened to me. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to say about it, but it's one of those things that as an actor, you have to look at your job as well as your career, and you got to figure out what's important for you. I mean, not every audition that you want to go for is maybe as important as that. And maybe you can find yourself a job that's perfectly like awesome with sending you, like you say, like, oh, hey, I just got this call, I have an audition tomorrow. Is it cool if I extend my hours for lunch by half an hour or 45 minutes just so I can get there? I'm going to go in, it's going to be a couple minutes and I can come back. You know, I'll do overtime, unpaid, whatever it is, anything you can work out with your job that lets you go out and have these opportunities. Because a big part of acting too, for getting these gigs, what I'm noticing is just having the ability to say yes to auditions and to say yes to shows. Because if you can't say yes and you're saying no more and more often, people are going to say, well, he's not that reliable, or she's not capable of coming in as often, so I'm not going to call them as much. Because why would I call somebody who can't come in and do this? And of course, they understand too, though, that life gets in the way. They also understand that. So it's one of those really tightrope type situations. You got to really pay attention to where you're stepping, how you're holding yourself, because it's very important. You got to be available for your auditions, but at the same time, you got to pay rent, right? It's a deadly balance. I'm going on way too long about this, though. This is just supposed to be like I'm trying to make these just really quick, like, you know, I had a really good day, but at the same time, to try to pass on wisdom and get people talking, you know? What do you think about it? This is just my opinion. Obviously, this is all just my opinion, and I've only been out for a year, so I could be way off, you know? Like, which is fine. This is all part of learning and growing with the experience. It is getting mighty late. I need to have a shower, I need to print off my audition sides, I need to get working. So, another thing about being an actor, you start 6 in the morning, you're probably not going to be finished till 1. So, thank you for listening, guys. I really appreciate it. I know I kind of ramble. That's just kind of how I am. this is how my brain works when I'm thinking. Like, when I'm sitting there silently thinking, I'm going through I'm weighing all these options, going down all these different paths in my brain. But thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. I hope I'm interesting to listen to, and I hope you got something out of it, or maybe something opened your insight, or maybe something you can share with me to help my insight. Either way, it's great, and I hope you guys have a great one. I will send another one up tomorrow about how the audition went. Maybe I'll film that one outside, because filming inside my house because it's at night, it's kind of dreary. Let's go outside tomorrow. Let's go outside and enjoy the sun tomorrow, unless it's raining, because it's supposed to thunderstorm at some point tomorrow. So if it's raining, I'll be inside again, and we'll be really sad and depressed about this. If it's sunny, we'll be outside with smiles. Alright, have a good one, everybody.